Clark in transition. Clark, oh, what a look! And Hull lays it in. Here's Clark hitting Boston. Boston fakes and lays it in. Trick question.
Yes.
Boston gives it back. Clark to Boston. Her jumper is good. Clark the steal. The fling ahead. Howard couldn't catch on the screen as it knocked away by Chicago, shooting just 26% as Clark thought. Here's Clark spinning, bouncing, what a find, and Howard.
He's going to be finishing those.
And Stephanie White talked about kind of getting her back in flow and especially adjusted to a new team. Here's Boston, fakes the jumper, rumbles inside, and drops it in from Hull. Clark couldn't handle it, 6 to shoot. Here's Boston, will fire a three, and here's Clark in the open floor. Clark gives it up, gets it back. Clark looking to take Williams, finds Boston inside for two.
More ideas.
You guys start the Eastern Conference Finals on Wednesday. What does that mean to you? To be
2 assists, 1 rebound away. Clark leading Mitchell for the win. Clark gets it back from Boston. Now bounces to her. Boston drops it.
Championship in 2015. Here is Clark working on Howard behind the back, but nobody home.
Video today on rules. Sue Blau did an excellent job on that. One of those points of emphasis was freedom of movement.
Right, has it denied. Boston sends it back. Clark with numbers. Bounce pass Howard.
This will be better because they have all those things. I think that's a combination of why they're going to have a much better defensive effort.
There's Clark with a beautiful three ball. There's Clark off to the races. Clark inside, Hull runs into traffic, flips it up, draws. Now Howard with numbers, bounce pass ahead, Mitchell running the floor. Finishes, and now she's got the next one.
The other thing they're trying to speak into existence is 6 or 7 players averaging double figures. They believe it. Rhythm, the full court pressure, and then a zone possession for Indiana.
Howard, good hands defensively, comes up for nearly the entirety of it. Fever are back within 4. Clark bouncing, Boston finishing.
Just absolutely amazing. Smesco.
Mitchell with the steal, it's a 3-on-2. Clark back for Mitchell, she will launch and knock down.
Then have an awareness to know that she knocked down 47% from out there last year. She needs to look for those shots.
Here's Clark on the drive, being hounded behind the back. Boston has it, shot clock down to 5 again, but Boston finishes.
She's made some post moves tonight.
Clark working off an array of screens, finds Mitchell, sidestep, and knock.
There's that drag screen.
Bouncing for Boston, Boston lays it in, it's a 2-point.
From Coach Smesco of why she's needed and the impact she can make on both ends. Absolutely. We didn't like seeing that she didn't touch the court the first game. Caitlin gets it back, tries to send it over. Cunningham gets it to go. You know what? That's been a few times they went down to the end of the shot clock as Howard slips through and Caitlin Clark finds her. And here comes Caitlin Clark. And an offensive foul. Kelsey Mitchell trying to get everybody on the same page. Win against the Fever 1 game last season, and the last game of the season was an overtime one where she dropped 36 points. Atlanta has 3 players in the starting lineup with 3 or more fouls. BG on the bench right now at 5 as Aaliyah Boston. This is frustration. This is chemistry. Tawana Bonner with 8 rebounds now and just can't connect on. Mark has not hit a 3 in this game. Stops on the dime, looking to pull up, finds Aaliyah Boston, who gets the bucket to go.
Caitlin Clark, New York is pretty coy about how they would defend her. Boston, the roll, the catch. He initiates the half-court offense. Crossover move by Clark. Thought about the step back. Boston this time driving to the paint, and an easy two.
Well, you want to make Sabrina dribble into her shots if possible.
Mitchell gets behind the secondary.
The switch, 1 through 5.
And Mitchell took her eyes off the ball. A bit of a
Tasha Cloud finding Stewart.
Boston trying to roll. You have players like Ionescu and Caitlin Clark. The way that you defend them, your team slants. Boston galloping time. Couple of screens for Clark. She thought about it. Give and go with Boston. Nearly poked away by Jones this time. Cloud gets the hands.
Has the WNBA record for most threes in a season, 128. She can shoot it.
And Cloud all the layups.
I mean, they have 9 baskets, and I have them unofficially with 7 right-handed layups. Back in the weight room.
Talked about doing a lot of cardio, wanted to be full.
Selfish they are.
The Fever scores recent. Clark over the top, Boston. Fourth member of the Liberty in double figures.
New York has Indiana all Boston here.
Goes over the top, Boston, the catch, fading away. Goes, I can't complete the three. Mitchell up ahead, bounce pass, just out. She's at the cup from other players and talks about the supporting cast around Caitlin Clark this year, that she doesn't have to shoulder the whole load. Boston, the floater, pop. The gravity is always present with her, and you've talked about how defenses have to stretch so far down the court. Here's Mitchell, sets her feet, Mitchell! Advantage. Clark sees 2 defenders, spin dribble, draws 3, loses the handle, turn. Clark trying to get it inbounds. Cunningham can't pry open. The